Hello friends, in this video we shall learn how to use the tactics of interference to win in chess. Interference are those tactics where we block the route of our opponent's defense to win. It is exactly the opposite of clearance, which we had learnt in the previous videos. In case of clearance, we were clearing the lines or opening the lines to attack our opponent, but here we do just the opposite. We block opponent's lines instead to cut off the defense. To understand the concept of interference better, let us move on to some practical examples and see how the concept of interference works in practice. In the first position, we can observe that black's king is cornered and white's pieces are placed menacingly close to the king. If white gets an opportunity to check the king, it will be checkmated. If white gets an opportunity to play bishop g8 check, black will have no move to escape. But if I play bishop g8 at once, black's queen will capture g8. So black's queen is actually defending against bishop g8 check. With white to move, white plays a very simple but effective move, that is, he places his rook on e8, interfering with black's line of defense. Now the defense of g8 is cut off. If black captures the rook with his bishop, then we can play bishop g8, checkmate. And if he captures with the queen, he loses his queen and white will be able to win. So this is a very basic example of cutting off opponent's line of defense. Let's move on to the next example to see how the practice works in for checkmating black's king. Now this position has been played by British Grandmaster Spielman. It is white to play and win. So if we observe carefully, the h7 pawn is under severe pressure, and if white queen can get to h7, he will be able to checkmate, but at present black's bishop is supporting h7. Of course, white's rook is also attacked by the pawn, but it is white to play. White wants to play queen h7, but he cannot because the bishop on c2 defends it. Therefore, white finds a way to block the defense of the bishop and then go for queen h7. So he plays the move bishop e4. Now black does not get chance to take on h4 because we still have queen h7 check, this time with the help of our bishop. So black played bishop e4 instead, and then white recaptured the bishop with his other rook. He still threatens queen h7 checkmate, and if black takes on h4, white will simply play rook to g4 check. Now we have a different target, and this will be followed by queen h7 checkmate. So we have an example how the move bishop to e4 cuts off black's defense of c2 bishop. Moving on to the next example, it is white to play and win. As usual, you may pause the video and try to find your win by yourself. White to play and win using the same tactics of interference. Well, white's first move is bishop f7 check, forcing the king to move to the corner where it is more vulnerable. And now white plays the star move of the game, that is, he played bishop to e8. With this, he interferes with the defense of the rook of f8, and now wherever the bishop moves, or even if black captures on e8, white can play queen f8 check, sacrificing the queen, but checkmating black king on the back rank. This was played by the famous grandmaster Richard Reti against another famous player Yefim Bogolyubov exactly 100 years ago in 1924. Well, so we see various examples where one side uses the concept of blocking the line of defense and checkmates the opponent. And we should also remember that tactics are those sudden opportunities. If we do not use those opportunities at the right moment, then we may not get second chance to play the same tactics. Well, it is black to play and win. Again, we have to use the same concept of interference. Pause the video, find out the solution, and then match with the video. Black plays queen c1 check, forcing the rook to go back, and then he plays the move rook c2, interfering with the defense of the queen. Well, this way white cannot maintain defense of d1 rook. He had to play rook g1, after which white goes in for another mate, and that is the back rank mate. Queen takes g1, king takes g1, it's queen sacrifice, but the rook checks on the back rank and there is no way how the king can escape. Well, this was another example. After the first move queen c1, white could have played queen d1 as well. But again, white has an amazing move. It's not the theme of interference, but it somehow displaces the white defense of d1 queen by playing rook c2. Whether white takes rook c2, black will play queen d1, or black plays queen c1, which will result in rook c1 checkmate. Black is unable to defend the attack on d2 rook. In the next move, black will capture queen d2 and win. So we have seen quite a few examples where where one side uses the concept of interfering or blocking the route of defense and winning. I hope this video was informative for you. If you like this video, keep watching Philo Chess for subsequent lesson in my following videos. Thank you. Thanks for watching.